It's time for a little comedy, a little content, and a lot of conversation. It's the Geno Jones Show, exclusively right here on YouTube. Now here's your host, Geno Jones.
Hey, what's happening, everybody? It is showtime, the Geno Jones Showtime. Let me button my shirt up here. So I come to you live Monday through Friday, 6:30 p.m. Eastern. If you're in Chicago, what's up? Hey, hello, Chicago. 5:30. All right, 5:32. Out in Los Angeles, out in the Bay Area, up in Portland, Oregon, where in 6 days, my firstborn daughter has got a birthday. Happy early birthday, Boogie. It is 3:30. Subscribe, share, screen grab, like, binge watch all my back episodes, create a viral moment and put it up right here. Make it a YouTube short, put it up on Threads, on TikTok, on Twitter, or X, as they call it. And X, that old racist ass Elon Musk. I digress. Instagram, Snapchat, Facebook, it's all good. So, hey, shout out to my man J. King. J. King of Club Nouveau got a brand new song and a brand new video. It's all right. We had a great conversation last night. If you missed it, come on, y'all. How y'all gonna do it, brother? Shame on you. But the good news is you can go back. You can check it out tonight. After this show, binge watch that show and all my back episodes last week. Absolute, the monologues were fire. Even one of my colleagues, co-workers, she was like, wow, woo, man, you said that. You said that, didn't you? No lies. You told the truth. But man, boy, you gave it to him straight, no chaser. You hit him with that Bacardi 151 without the Coca-Cola chaser. The 151, no chaser. Straight rum. Giving it to you straight. It's all right. And tomorrow, speaking of giving it to you straight, oh my God. So there's a documentary, and there's a whole lot of documentaries about R. Kelly. This one is going to take a little different angle. Some people may think it's controversial. So the producers of this documentary are from Chicago. So I'm going to have what's called precedents. So you'll get to see it, and I'm just going to tell you to tune in. And my chat room is going to be open, so you can watch my guests. They'll tell you just the reason, what their purpose for doing this documentary. It's going to trigger some folks probably, but it'll be a great time. If you're going to watch the show, jump in my chat room, and if you got a question for my guest on tomorrow, I'll ask them that question live right here on camera. So don't hesitate to make sure you watch. Make sure you tell everybody to tune in tomorrow. But you're watching me live right now. And if you're not watching me live, make sure you watch me live tomorrow. But if you're watching me after the show is over live today, you need to be watching live. What are we doing? What are we doing here? What are we doing here? All right, celebrating a birthday today, February 6th. So happy heavenly birthday to really two legendary performers. One is a truly legendary, iconic musician, cultural icon. We're going to talk about him because there's a new movie coming out about his life. But first, happy heavenly birthday to Natalie Cole. Super talented, so many hits. This will be inseparable. Our Love, Pink Cadillac, one of my favorite artists. Natalie Cole died way too young of heart failure. She was only 55. She passed away in 2015, born on this day in 1950. So she would have been 74. Her dad was the legendary Nat King Cole. And Natalie was very honest about her struggles with a drug addiction, the depths, because it took her to some very dark, low places. And she talked about that in an autobiography of hers. You may have read the book. If not, you want to check it out. So happy heavenly birthday to Miss Natalie Cole. And happy heavenly birthday to the man that made the song, German, He's jumping, you're jumping. Jumping into jumping, jumping. Come on, jumping, man. Man, my dude. Jamming, One Love, the album Exodus, the album Legend. Is this love? Is this love? Okay, I ain't really getting it right. Waiting in Vain. I am talking about Mr. Robert Nesta Marley. That was his government name, Robert Nesta Marley, Bob Marley. Born on this day in 1945. Passed away in 1981. I think it's like brain cancer or something going on. So he was a young man, obviously, because 81, he was born at 45. Jeez, wow. So 40, do the math, 45, 81, that's right. He was like 36. So happy heavenly birthday to Bob Marley, and I can't wait to see. So there's a brand new movie coming out about Bob Marley. He started off in a band called the Wailers, and then he went on to do a solo career. That first solo album, Exodus, sold like 77 in not in 1 year, but his sold, I think, up to date like 77 million copies. And then Legend. That's my dude, Bob Marley. And the brother he wasn't here long, but he didn't waste no time because he probably got 100 kids. It's like everybody, like half of Jamaica's last name is Marley. It seems like, oh, that's Bob Marley's son? Oh, that's his daughter? That's his son? I don't know. I lost count. Don't even ask me. I was going to say, I don't know if there's an official count. I don't think they really know how many kids Bob Marley actually has. But along with being a musical and cultural icon, he was an activist, a political activist, just an incredible brother in so many ways. So happy heavenly birthday to Robert Nesta Marley, Bob Marley. All right, so on my log today, I just got some quick hitters. I'm just going to call them just some quick hitters. Just go down the line. Jay-Z did not steal Taylor Swift's moment. What's her name? Alyssa Ferris, or whatever your name is on The View. No, Jay-Z did not steal Taylor Swift's moment. It was Jay-Z's moment because he had just received the Dr. Dre Global Icon Award. So it was his moment. It was his acceptance speech, and he never mentioned Taylor Swift's name because he wasn't talking about Taylor Swift. But the facts are the facts. Beyonce, 32 Grammys, more than any artist in the history of the Grammys. I mean, think about it. She got more than Michael, even though they cheated Michael a whole lot of times. She got more than Michael Jackson. She got more than Prince. She got more than y'all boy Elvis. She got more than the Beatles. You name James Brown. Name the group. You name it. Country music fans, Garth Brooks, you name it. She got more than anybody. How is it that she could win 32 Grammys and never win Album of the Year? Ever? Now, I know the Grammys have a notorious reputation, especially back in the day. Like Chuck D and Public Enemy. They were straight up racist. The suckers were simple and plain. Mother, him and John Wayne. One of my favorite lines of all time in any song. Fight the power. Fight the power. Fight the power. Elvis was a hero the most, but he never meant shit to me. The sucker was racist. The sucker was simple and plain. Mother and John Wayne. Because I'm black and I'm proud. Shout out to Chuck D and Flavor Flav. Man, y'all did the damn thing. I don't know who wrote those lyrics. Chuck, I don't know if you freestyled that. That is one of the great lines in the history of music, let alone rap. I hear that, man, it's like somebody gives me like a double intravenous shot of like Red Bull and like adrenaline, because I'm just like hype when I hear that. So, but no Jay-Z did not steal Taylor Swift's moment. Like I said, it was his moment, his award, his acceptance speech with his baby girl, Blue Ivy, on stage. And like he admitted, he was nervous. She was nervous. He said he grabbed her hand, or he grabbed her hand. They grabbed each other's hand. He said, because when I'm nervous, I tell the truth. No lies. Like I said, now the Grammys they have a notorious reputation. As a matter of fact, no shade to Billy Joel. That album of the year Grammy that Billy Joel got in 1980 is really, that's Michael Jackson's Grammy album of the year. How did Off the Wall, some people would say the greatest album of all time, even greater than Thriller. I'll give you this, and I said it last night. Musically, if you were talking about pure R&B, from the first song to the last song, you could make a credible argument that Off the Wall was an even better pure R&B album than Thriller. But Thriller was genius. But you know how you got Thriller? Because the Grammy snubbed Michael Jackson for the album of the year. He didn't even get nominated. Didn't even get nominated. And he felt the snub. And basically he told people, including his mom, he said, oh, you know what? I'm going to make them recognize. I'm paraphrasing. Oh, they're going to recognize me next time. Like I'm going to make them award me or give me an award or recognize me. You can Google it. That's basically what he said. As a matter of fact, in this documentary, he talked about that. He had a conversation with his mom primarily and other people. The snub was an inspiration. So he's like, okay, as they say the saying, hold my beer. I don't drink beer. Hold my drink or hold whatever. Hold my can of Perrier water. In my case, it would be like that. So y'all can, as a matter of fact, I need it. Perrier, how about your new pitch man right here? You get a free plug, all right? Product placement. Holla at me. Brand ambassador, the king of MCs, and the king of brand ambassadors. So in my case, it would be like, hold my Perrier water. Michael said, hold the KFC chicken, because he had a reputation of loving Kentucky Fried Chicken. Like on Sundays, it was his cheat day. And he would sit around with a bucket of Kentucky Fried Chicken. They said we'd eat the whole bucket. It sounds like me. So the fact that Michael Jackson was denied and really snubbed and cheated, I'm just going to, and I did this last night, I'm just going to cite two examples of albums that somehow, they weren't even nominated for Album of the Year, let alone did they win. Off the Wall, Purple Rain. And no shade to Lionel Richie, who won the Album of the Year in 1985 for albums that came out in 1984. Purple Rain? I'm sure you probably didn't know that, did you? He's like, huh? Damn, Purple Rain? Purple Rain did not win Album of the Year. Purple Rain outsold like by millions. I mean, that year, 1984, there was no other album that even came close, and people were buying. In 84, people were still buying, and now they're buying vinyl again, but not like that. People were buying vinyl albums and CDs. Purple Rain. That's all I got to say. A movie came out of it, but Purple Rain, Let's Go Crazy, I Would Die For You. Oh, come on, y'all. Really? Darling Nikki, Purple Rain. Purple Rain did not win Album of the Year. Off the Wall did not win Album of the Year. I can make an argument that the year that My Prerogative, Bobby Brown's album came out, that one should have won Album of the Year. You had Babyface and Teddy Riley. Every Little Step, Tenderoni, Rock With Ya, My Prerogative. Damn. One of the great albums of all time. And Bobby don't get props for that. But shout out to Bobby, but shout out to Face and to Teddy Riley. That was a hell of a combination. You couldn't lose. So you got Babyface and Teddy Riley. giving you beats. So the Grammys, they have a reputation. They are notorious for, as Jay-Z said, getting it wrong. He said, we just want you to get it right. Because by your own metrics, by your own system and criteria that you use, the metrics, what is the science behind how do you gauge album of the year? Because they'll tell you it's not just album sales, it's cultural impact. Well, shit, Off the Wall definitely had that. I can say that's how you got Thriller. Because you cheated Michael Jackson. He said, I'm going to fix your ass. I watched this. Hold my Perrier water, Geno. Come on, Q. We're going to give you straight killing R&B from Billie Jean and Human Nature and Pretty Young Thing. And Another Part of Me. But then we're going to hit you with Beat It. And then we're going to start it off with a little weak ass, The Girl Is Mine, with Paul McCartney. So then the pop radio stations, the white radio stations, was like, oh my God, Michael, it's because Paul McCartney's like, and look, I'm not shading Paul McCartney. I like Paul McCartney. I'm cool with the Beatles, who will tell you their biggest influence were the Temptations. The greatest group they saw were the Temptations. That's a different conversation. So like if you didn't have the Temptations, you wouldn't have got the Beatles. Don't take my word for it. Google it. Ask Paul McCartney. He's still living. He'll tell you that. So the Grammys, like I said, they have a history of getting it wrong. They do. And those are two glaring examples. Off the Wall, 1980 Grammys. No shade to Billy Joel. No shade to Lionel Richie. It's his album. I can't even think of the name of Can't Hide Love, Can't something. That's how great it was. Me, huge Commodore fan. Lionel Richie, a.k.a. Mr. Ed. Like a talking horse with a fro. I know I'm wrong for that. I'm going to go to hell for that. But really? Lionel Richie's album? I know All Night Long and all that, but Purple Rain? Come on, dude. Stop it. So Jay-Z did not steal Taylor Swift's moment. Jay-Z told the truth. Shame the devil. Some of you all were in your feelings because I know you love Taylor Swift, and that's cool. I ain't got no problem with Taylor. Look, I ain't like the MAGA cult. I ain't tripping. Because, like, when she's at the game, they only had a woman on camera for like 25 seconds, and y'all act like they preempt the whole damn game for 2.5 hours, like they got her on screen. So they'll cut away. So for maybe about 30, maybe 60 seconds total out of the whole 3 hours, however long this Super Bowl is going to go, 2.5, 3 hours, you'll see on camera probably max, because if they win, they'll have on, max total time out of the whole 2.5, 3 hours, maybe a minute. Won't even be 2 minutes. Time it. Time it yourself. Don't take my word for it. Yeah, you should, but time it yourself. But no, Jay-Z did not steal Taylor Swift's moment Sunday night at the Grammys. It was his moment, and he told the truth. Yeah, that's his wife. You stand up for your wife, but he didn't lie. There were no lies told in Jay-Z's acceptance speech. Speaking of the Grammys, talked about how CBS, once again, well, this is a combination of CBS and the Grammys, so both of y'all. Okay, how do you not have any of the 3 major rap awards televised live? Are we doing that in 2024? That's some shit I'd expect y'all to do in 1984, not 2024. Really, we still doing this? As huge as rap and hip hop is, do your own homework. Look at music, just Google music sales by genre, style of music, musical genre. Pop, hip hop, rap, hip hop, R&B, country. In terms of actual sales, And streaming, oh, rap hip-hop was like number one when it came to streaming on every chart I saw. But in terms of sale, rap and hip-hop was like two or three, no lower than three in terms of musical genre, in terms of sales. So how do y'all not have, and this is the same network that did the 50th anniversary celebration of hip-hop, and you actually did a decent job, a good job with that. And then y'all don't have none of the rap categories, the three major rap categories, and the fact that Killer Mike won all three Grammys, so we don't get to see Killer Mike on camera receiving any Grammy, but we see Killer Mike all on social media being taken out in handcuffs by the LAPD, doing what the LAPD does, because I lived in LA for a year, and I used to go out there all the time, so I know how they get down. Either the LAPD or the LA sheriffs that I had an encounter with, because I was dressed in this fine, fly-ass suit on my way to one of the comedy clubs on Sunset Boulevard in a rental car. I had a rental car that day. So I guess a black man, dressed fly, whose drip was spectacular back in the early 90s, couldn't drive a rental car. Well, I had to get out. They made me lay like on the ground in this suit, new fly-ass suit. And I showed them the rental car contract and my license. So I digress. So the LAPD and the LA County Sheriffs, well, we know how racist they can get down. That's standard operating procedure. But here's the irony. So Killer Mike gets arrested for like a misdemeanor charge, some kind of physical altercation. And the LAPD take him out in handcuffs. But Will Smith assaulted Chris Rock live on the Academy Awards, live on the Oscars, for like hundreds of millions of people to see it globally. And they couldn't, no police to be found. So you can assault somebody, physically assault somebody, and do it live on TV and cops not show up. But you can just show up to receive the 3 Grammys you won, and you don't get to get on TV to thank anybody. They don't even think enough of you or rap music to even put them, the categories, live on TV, CBS and the Grammys. And I know it's run by our brother Harvey Mason Jr. And overall, you did a great job. I'm gonna be honest with you in terms of production. Man, y'all effed that one up. You blew that. Now I don't know. Maybe did they know? Did the police say, well, listen, don't put the rap category on because we're gonna have to. When Killer Mike shows up and he walks up on stage, you don't want the police walking out there while he is accepting giving his acceptance speech, and all of a sudden here come the cops, putting him in handcuffs, putting his hands behind his back. So I don't know if that conversation, people talking about a conspiracy, that's the conspiracy. Because it is ironic that CBS did not put any one of the 3 major rap categories. They didn't broadcast it live on TV. But somehow, and how did the LAPD, what are they, hip-hop fans, Killer Mike? How did they even know Killer Mike was there? What was this misdemeanor physical altercation? But Will Smith could slap the taste out of Chris Rock's mouth. Straight up assault live. They aired that live. It wasn't even recorded. That was in real time. Slapped the taste out of his mouth. Almost slapped the black off Chris Rock. And the police were nowhere to be found. They didn't question Will Smith after the Grammys because he got up there and started crying and all that. So I'm just saying, that's just things that make you go, really? That's what we're doing? An appeals court denied orange jumpsuit jackass Hitler a.k.a. Donald Jackass John Trump, they denied his appeal. So basically he was saying that because he was a former president, he should have immunity and he shouldn't be held accountable for anything. That he should be able to live and act and do things with impunity. Impunity means that there's no accountability, that you can just do what the heck you want to do and nobody will do anything about it or hold you accountable. So this appeals court was like, not exactly, partner. No immunity just because you was the president. The OJ's got a song, she used to be my girl. She used to be my girl. Your ass used to be president, but you're not anymore. So your ass, you effed up, and all of these trials can go forward. D.C. trial, Jack Smith. Of course, we got the situation in Fulton County, Georgia. Then they got in New York City, where well, basically, they about to say, yo, dude, we need about $300 million, and you can no longer operate any business, you or your children. No Trump, nothing in the state of New York. Oh yeah, they about to get his. How many times I've been doing this show for over 3 years, and one of my main themes and main mantras is karma is real. And like religion, karma is just like the laws of the universe, is energy. You don't have to believe in God or anything. You don't even have to believe in karma. But trust me, your karma will find you, good or bad. So you can get away and do just dirty shit for long. It might take 5, it might take 10, it might take 15, 20. Heck, it could take 40 years. There was a dude in Chicago, got convicted, Ed Burke. Notorious reputation for just doing all kind of crooked, dirty stuff. For decades, Chicago's first black mayor, Harold Washington, Ed Burke and Eddie Verdoliak, racist ass, they were like the MAGA cult 40 years ago. Straight racist. But clean, tailor-made suits, the whole, white shirt, pressed and tie, slick back hair. Just talk to anybody in Chicago that knows anything about Chicago politics over the last 40 years and ask them about 2 aldermen, Ed Burke, Eddie Verdoliak, and Edmund Burke. Now, I think Verdoliak got caught up on some charges, but Ed Burke was the slick one, like that slick back hair, like Pat Riley. Yeah, the Grecian formula, slick that shit back. But back in 2023, finally caught up with him. Karma will always catch up with you. If it hasn't caught you yet, don't worry. You just haven't run into it. But you will, because it's your energy. Karma is the energy that you put out into the universe. And the energy that you put out into the universe, good or bad, will always find its way back to its original source. Now, sometimes it might not come back to the original source, but it might come back to the sources, children, our family. So you have to be real careful, because your bad karma can come back on a child, sibling. I'm just saying. So karma. It's taking a while and people are frustrated. When is he going to go to jail? Just tell me when his ass, when are they going to lock him? When is he going to go to trial? Just breathe, y'all. Karma. He can't outrun his karma. None of us can. Because it's ours. It's your energy. That's why if I don't like somebody, I'm not going to do them wrong. I'm not going to treat you bad. I'm just not going to bother with you. As the kids say, I'm not going to F with you. Even if you do me dirty, as long as you don't put your hands on me or my family, you don't have to worry about me. Because that's your karma. Your karma, and I don't need no negative karma, no negative energy coming back to me. I avoid you like the plague. That's your karma. So you be careful how you treat people and how you do people. You do them dirty. Oh, yeah. That karma's going to catch up with you. You think you can outrun it, then after a while, you forgot about it. You just out there doing you with impunity. Nothing's going to happen to me. I'm the man. I'm the king. I'm the king. I'm the king. I'm the God. Okay. All right, God. Good luck with that. Just keep on. Because you'll be asking, you'll be looking for God and claiming God. And, oh, my God, why did this happen to me? Oh, Lord. Then you'll find God. Instead of calling yourself God or thinking you're God, you'll be claiming God and asking God for forgiveness. And God might be like, karma. Is that your karma? Good luck with that. I can't help you. It's yours. I can forgive you, but it's your karma. I can't give your bad karma to someone else. That's yours. You earned it. You got to wear that jacket, partner. It's your suit. You made it. You own it. Thank you for letting me be a part of your life. And shout out to everybody watching me live. Of course, my number one fan is my mother. Thank you, Mother. I love you. What you say? I want to read this to the audience. Talking about karma. She said, yes, it does. When you do wrong, it comes back. She said, when you do wrong, trust me, it comes back to you or someone you love. Thank you, Mother. She taught me that. And it's true because I've witnessed it with people. I'm like, ooh. Actually, my grandfather taught me. I'm sure he taught her because he would tell me that all the time. Karma. He lived by that. And he never gave bad karma. Always. His karma was good. So I learned that from him. You know, because he would talk to me, you know. I spent so much time with my grandfather. The biggest male influence in my life, Conway Jones. The wisest person I've ever met to this day. So, I digress. I could talk about Conway Jones for the whole show. I could just do a whole show talking about Conway Jones and Gene Jones, my grandparents. All right, thank you for letting me be a part of your life. As always, God bless each and every one of you, and especially you, God, most of all, thank you for letting me do the Geno Jones Show. Let's make this show go viral, y'all. Oh, I got some good stuff, so you can grab what I had to say about Jay-Z did not steal Taylor Swift's moment. It was his moment. Y'all tripping. Stop it. Shut up. Shush. How is it the Killer Mike got arrested for? We still don't know what at the Grammys, but Will Smith slapped the shit out of Chris Rock, slapped the taste out of his mouth, and slapped the black off his skin. Straight up physical assault live on TV. This wasn't like streamed on Instagram. This was at the Academy Awards, the Oscars, airing live. The whole world got to see Chris Rock get the taste slapped out of him by Will Smith. And the police didn't even show up. They didn't even ask questions after the Academy Awards. Like, well, gee, Will, what was that all about? That makes you say, yeah, Geno, wow, what was that all about? So, and happy heavenly birthday today to Natalie Cole, born on this day, 1950. Happy heavenly birthday to Bob Marley. Hey, man. Yeah, man, everything I man. And I can't wait till the new movie about Bob Marley. Is it coming out this weekend or next weekend? It's coming out soon. So get ready for it to get your ticket. I'm going to leave you, first of all, subscribe, share, screen grab. Like I said, create a viral moment, a YouTube short, TikTok, on Threads, on Twitter, on Instagram, on Snapchat, on Facebook, all of them. Subscribe, share, screen grab, like, and binge watch all my back episodes. Watch me live Monday through Friday, 6:30 p.m. Eastern, 5:30 Chicago, 5:30 Houston, 5:30 New Orleans, 3:30 p.m. on the West Coast, 3:30 LA, 3:30 San Francisco, Oakland, Bay Area, 3:30 Vegas, where Super Bowl 58 is Sunday, and I can't wait. I'm more excited about the halftime show, Usher. The show, I'm just telling y'all, from what I've heard, spectacular. Like, and it's going to take a lot, because Michael Jackson had like a jetpack, and Prince played the guitar in a damn near hurricane driving rain, and Whitney Houston sang the national anthem, and it was like the angels from heaven descended on her shoulders. It was so it's been a lot. And then Dr. Dre and Snoop and Mary and, oh my God, Kendrick Lamar, 50 and M, that was, but Usher, the Super Bowl halftime show, the Apple Music Super Bowl halftime show, that's what I'm amped about. I mean, Patrick Mahomes is going to handle his business, but so the Chiefs and the Chiefs Kingdom, but I'm just saying. Subscribe, share, screen grab, like, and binge watch all my back episodes. 6:30 East Coast, 5:30 Central Time, 3:30 on the West Coast. All right. Shout out to Mr. Markel Bailey, the official barber and hairstylist for the Geno Jones Show, the CEO of Designer Cuts here in the Charleston, South Carolina Metro. Check him out and check out his. It is not a barber shop, it's a barbering palace. And he's more than a barber. He's more than a master barber. He is an artist. And check out his artistry with the clippers and the scissors. Kel be cutting up on Instagram. KELBECUTTINUP. Allie Jones, she is the drip director. The official wardrobe consultant and stylist for the Geno Jones Show. You can check her and her collection out. Fashion designer. Check her out. LX.NCL underscores that low dash. LX.NCL underscores that low dash right at the bottom after that last L on Instagram. All right, I'm going to leave you. But first of all, I'll see you live. Don't forget, tomorrow I got two guests. They produced this new documentary. It's up, I believe it's up on Netflix or Amazon. No, Amazon or Netflix. They'll tell you. It's on one of the streaming platforms called Precedence. It's the whole R. Kelly story with just a different perspective. Now, they said, look, they're not trying to make you feel sympathetic for him, but there's just a different perspective that they have some insight on that maybe could explain it, not justify it. Now, it's going to be controversial for some folks. It's going to trigger some folks. But I'll let you be the judge. You know, but I'm going to keep it 1,000 with him and ask him, you know, what was it all about? Why did y'all want to do this? Who put you up to it? So I'm straight no chaser. So you don't want to miss that tomorrow, live Wednesday, or Wednesday if you're watching me, let's say if it's after midnight on Tuesday. So that means Wednesday morning. So Wednesday, 6:30 live, 6:30 Eastern. If you're in Chicago, 5:30 p.m. Eastern. And like I said, 3:30 on the West Coast. I'm going to leave you with a brand new video from my guest who was on last night. If you missed last night's show, I had a great conversation with my man, Jay King. He is the man, the founder behind Club Nouveau, doing their thing. And they got a brand new video called It's All Right. And it's all right. Go back and binge watch all my back episodes. Go back and binge watch this episode if you missed any of it. And we'll see you live Wednesday, 6:30 p.m. Eastern. In the meantime, here's the brand new video. My man, Jay King. It's all right.
How should you express it when you love someone? Especially if you're broken and you need some love.
you're at home.
If you decide that you're gonna stay, if you decide just to walk away, I'm gonna love on you anyway. It's alright. And if you decide that the pain is strong and it's too hard to keep holding on, my love is gonna be to the bone. It's alright, yeah. How can you suppress it when you need someone? Especially if that person is a special one. If you know she's a special one.
And your heart wants to stay, 'cause love it don't just walk away. But it's so hard, so say less. 'Cause love is always just a test. I'm gonna do what I think is best.
If you decide that you're gonna stay, if you decide just to walk away, I'm gonna love on you anyway. It's alright. And if you decide that the pain is strong and it's too hard to keep holding on, my love is gonna be to the bone. It's alright. If you decide that you're gonna stay, if you decide just to walk away, 'cause I'm gonna love on you anyway. It's alright. If you decide that the pain is strong and it's too hard to keep holding on, my love is gonna be to the bone. It's alright, yeah. It's alright.
Subscribe and tune in to the next episode of The Geno Jones Show, exclusively right here on YouTube.